Welcome everyone to the 25th anniversary Streaming for Healing event put on by the Songs of Love Foundation. We've put together a great lineup for you all tonight, but before we get started, I wanted to introduce you to the founder of the Songs of Love Foundation, John Belcher. Take it away, John.
Hey everyone, I'd like to thank you guys for attending the 25th anniversary event. It's been quite a journey, made even more wonderful with all of you on board. Now, rather than me giving a boring opening speech, I decided to put together a special video that will take all of you on a journey of love. Enjoy. The Songs of Love Foundation is celebrating its 25th anniversary. It all started with a song called Songs of Love that my twin brother Julio wrote and recorded just a few months before he took his own life at the age of 24, back on April 12, 1984.
Songs of love, words that are played out.
On a chilly day in January of 1996, as I walked down the street in my neighborhood of Forest Hills, Queens, a thought suddenly occurred to me that I could start a nonprofit to help sick children by giving them personalized songs. I called it Songs of Love, named after Julio's song. The first song I wrote was for a 5-year-old girl with cancer named Brittany Smith.
Brittany Smith, you are the one who makes everybody smile.
I had sent the song out on cassette, and a few weeks later, Brittany's mom phoned me and put Brittany on the phone, and with the cutest little voice, she said, "Thank you for my song." That was the call that I needed that would serve as the catalyst that enabled me to bring my vision into reality. The mission has always remained the same: provide professionally recorded personalized songs for kids battling serious illness, including physical or emotional challenges, and includes their names and all of their favorite people, pets, and things. Each song a one-of-a-kind original creation. The first year, we ended up helping 200 children. All the songs were delivered on cassettes back then. Then we switched to CDs, and today we are delivering the songs loaded onto our custom USB drives. When I was still working in the basement of my parents' home, a tiny but mighty woman by the name of Jerry Fessler read about us in Parade magazine back in August of 1998. She ended up organizing our first ever gala at the Pierre Hotel in New York, which got us out of the basement and into our first office. Sadly, Jerry passed away at the age of 50 in December of 2011. I will always be eternally grateful to her. Since that magic night at the Pierre 23 years ago, we went from having served 1,000 children to over 37,000 kids all over the world. Close to 1,000 singer-songwriters have dispensed their medicine and music to the kids who needed a reason to smile. I myself have written thousands of songs of love, but then it dawned on me that I had never written one for my brother Julio. So here's my song for Julio and some of the kids who have received their songs of love through the years, alongside some of our past media appearances. It is also with a grateful heart that I acknowledge at the end of this video many of the loving and generous people who have helped us along the way.
Hey, Julio, how I miss you so. Hope that you know that the seed you sowed has grown into a full-blown melody that touched the world for all to see. The difference that you made with your life forever shines across the sky. Hey, Julio, every day you show. In each song I write, I can feel your soul. Your life was short, but your spirit is long. It's all right here, living in your song of love that you trusted in me. Your messenger, I am proud to be. Your purpose was defined It's as clear as day. And I looked up at you as you showed me the way. Hey, Julio, how I miss you so. I hope that you know that the seed you sowed has grown into a full-blown melody that touched the world for all to see. The difference that you made with your life forever shines across the sky, Julio.
Well, now before I turn you over to our host for the evening, I'd like to give a special thanks to two amazing supporters who have helped to ensure Songs of Love's long-term viability with their amazing generosity. First, I'd like to introduce someone who we are honoring next year at an in-person gala on May 19th. Can you believe that? In person? 4 years ago, when Songs of Love was experiencing some serious challenges, he came into our lives at just the right time and came through with some major transformational support and put us firmly back on track. So please give a warm virtual welcome to Lee Cooperman.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Lee, how are you?
I'm great. Let me just, I got Toby sitting right here behind me.
Hey,
And
Toby.
Hi.
let me just say, I like to just tell your audience how I got involved. You know, I made a very modest contribution for a number of years. And as modest as it was, one Saturday I decided it's time to learn more about the organization. So my timing was like buying a stock right at the top of the market when it was ready to collapse. I picked a one day to go where one of the tubes in the Midtown Tunnel was closed. And I was driving from New Jersey to Queens. It took 3 hours to get there, 3 hours to get home. When I got there, I saw 15 enthusiastic people totally committed to this cause. And I was so moved that on the spot, I wrote a check for, I guess it was 6 zeros and a 1. And I've done that again, once again later. And, you know, in all honesty, I'm 78. At my age, you develop problems. Young kids, it's just terrible that they should have illnesses at their age. So, you know, they find the music very uplifting, very important to them. It improves their sentiment. And I think you guys, John, you and your team are doing God's work, and you should be blessed for it. And I'm just happy to be a supporter, but the real heroes are the guys like you that are doing the work. I write the check, but I'm empowering the heroes. I congratulate you when you've done.
Oh, thank you so much, Lee. Why is it every time you talk, you make me cry? Well, stick around here and don't forget, we're going to ask you to come back, hang out with Larry David a little bit, but don't go anywhere because I have to bring someone else on. Around the same time that Lee came into our lives, an amazing woman hopped on our love train, and with her own incredibly generous support, she helped to make sure Songs of Love would continue providing its medicine and music for ailing kids long into the future. So please give another warm virtual welcome to Michelle Lund. And with her is also Karen Presley, and they are with the Sharon D. Lund Foundation.
Take yourself on mute.
Just don't forget to unmute your mic and video.
Hi, John. I'll wait for Michelle.
Hey.
Oh,
I'm here. Hello.
There she is.
oh, there comes Michelle.
I'm here. I just
There you go. Yay!
technology. It'll always get the better of me.
Michelle, it's amazing to see you. Amazing to see you, Karen. And now we have you guys and Lee. You guys are our dream team. That's why you're like our orchestra leaders of love. So we really appreciate your support.
Well, thank you so much for having us. And it's just such an honor to be a part of Songs of Love and all the amazing works you do for children. It is every time we hear a new song that you all have written, it just brings us to tears because we know that it comes from your heart. And these songs are written for these amazing children that are having the not best day of their life. And it's just so important that you keep the love going. And so I thank your brother and I thank you for letting us be on this mission with you. We have a little, I don't know, surprise. I don't know if it's surprise, but
What?
we would like to, the Sharon D. Lund Foundation would like to give $25,000 for 2 years for all your great works and for you to continue your mission, writing amazing songs for kids. And thank you so much for all you do and your whole team. We know you work tirelessly for these children.
Oh, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you, Karen. We're so blessed to have you guys on our team, and we're going to pay you back with a lot more smiling kids, we assure you.
We can't wait to listen.
Yes, it's our great pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
And stick around, enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Thanks.
Now, wow, that was incredible. Now I want to bring on our master of ceremonies for tonight. You probably have seen him on ESPN or heard him on his own podcast. Please welcome ESPN senior NFL insider, Adam Schefter. Hey, Adam.
Hello there, John. Appreciate you having me tonight. We got a big night planned, and I really appreciate you having me. It's a great night to be a part of this celebration and to be part of such a special night for the Songs of Love Foundation. We have a great show planned for everyone all evening, and it would not be possible without all these great sponsors. So I first want to give them a shout out before we go on to all the evening festivities. You brought on Lee and Toby Cooperman before. Tremendous. We thank them. Michelle Lund, who you just had on, that was unbelievable. Generous gift, gets the evening off to a roaring start, which we love to see. Matthew and Yildiz Ferry, First Choice Medical, Susan and Gary Rosen, my cousins, Annie and Jay Gilbert, who we love very much. Ed and Donna Serlin. Am I saying that correctly? I believe I am.
Yes. Yes.
Eric Ditton. We want to thank him as well. Mark Solomon of Solomon Jewelers, the Seiler family, and Lowell Frey. I want to thank everyone here tonight and all of our supporters through the years, keeping the mission of the Songs of Love Foundation going with over 37,000, John, 37,000 songs of love having been created and gifted to children all over the world. We wanted you all to meet a very, very special child who's about to hear her song of love for the very first time. Please welcome 5-year-old Cece and her mom, Lexi, all the way from Ohio. Cece? There she is. Hey, hello. Cece and Lexi, what's going on?
What's going on?
Good.
Pretty girl.
We're happy to be here. Thank you.
We are very happy to have you here. Thank you for joining us this evening, Cece and Lexi. And before we listen to your very own song of love, Lexi, can you tell us a little bit about Cece and what she's been going through?
Yeah, Cece was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia when she was 3.5 years old. She underwent treatment for over 2 years, and she just finished last August. So we just had her 1-year cancer anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anniversary.
We're very excited about that. But she's a normal little girl. You know, she loves to ride her bike. She likes to do arts and crafts, and she's obsessed with her iPad.
But who isn't, right? Cece.
We know. We put all that in the song, you know, that all that stuff in the song.
Cece, you're very strong and brave for being only 5 years old. You know that, right? I know we cannot wait to hear your song. Are you ready, Cece?
Are you ready to hear your song?
Just say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's let it roll.
Hey, Cece! Some of the guests of the Songs of Love 25th Anniversary Streaming for Healing event got together to record this song of love just for you. Her dollhouse is big and beautiful. She calls it a chalet. Such a fancy name. She always gets her way. Lily and Andrew, they both know. They have the great assist, and she will insist that they all hug and kiss. Mwah! Silly Cece is so brave and strong. Silly Cece, now we sing her special song. The red, blue, and purple color show on lots of things she paints. She loves to create. Her artwork is so great. She is the future CEO. That's right. Her mom and dad say so. There's no place she can't go. She's a real hero. Oh, oh. Silly Cece, she knows how to fight. Silly Cece is our shining light. Jazzy, Daisy, and Baxter are the cutest pets by far. She loves Lego slides and riding her bike. That's right. Silly Cece is so brave and strong. Silly Cece, now we sing her special song. Silly Cece, she knows how to fight. Silly Cece is our shining light.
Wow, that is a great song. Great song. Cece, what do you think?
Well, she heard you guys say the cat's name, so she had to go get the cat.
Wow, that's a big cat.
That is a big cat. Wow. Well, Cece and Lexi, we thank you for joining us this evening and for allowing us to share your songs of love with everyone here tonight. We really hope you liked it. It's a great song, a great job, and we continue to wish you guys the very, very best of luck.
Thank you. We loved it. We absolutely loved it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
We're now going to give everyone the opportunity to sponsor Songs of Love for the kids who are waiting for their songs. Tonight, we will be auctioning off song sponsorship packages so that we can keep making and giving all these songs to kids all over the world. Every sponsor will receive a Songs of Love custom USB drive containing all the songs you sponsor. And when you make your bid, please type your full name into the chat box. If you need help accessing it, it will be the item labeled chat in the toolbar on the bottom of your screen. If you don't see that toolbar, simply hit the escape or exit full screen option on your computer to come out of full screen mode so that the chat icon will become visible. All right, to kick off the auction, we have our whole lot of love song sponsorship for $2,500. You can sponsor 10 children who need their own songs of love. Please Watch the chat here to see the people bidding. We
Oh,
got
look at Beth and Andrew Tarika just came in.
beautiful. Thank you for that.
Thanks, Beth and Andrew. All right, so I guess we can move on to the
Next one.
Quartet of Love.
Okay. Next up, we have our Quartet of Love song sponsorship for just $1,000. You have the ability to sponsor 4 songs being created for those children who need their own song of love.
There we go, the Goldman family. Awesome.
Beautiful.
All right, anyone else?
Thank you, Shelley Goldman.
That's Shelley. He's the man.
Yep. And we got this is for River and Noah and Viola and Juliana.
Oh, we got Donna and Ed. Yes.
Thank you, Donna and Ed. Thank you, Donna and Ed. It's very kind. Thank you, Scott Curran.
Scott, the Curran family. Scotty, thank you. Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? Okay.
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh.
Annie and Jay.
Yes, Annie and Jay. Thank you, Annie and
Annie and
Jay.
Jay Gilbert.
All right, we're moving on to the Duet of Love. Thank
Okay,
you so
for our-
much.
Yep. For our next level of sponsorship, we have our Duet of Love for $500. $500. You're able to sponsor 2 children who are in need of their own song of love. 2 children.
And they get the same custom USB drive.
Well, that's a big part of this. There we go. Shelley Goldman. Darren, Jordan,
Louis
David
Rivera.
Goldman. Thank you, Goldman family.
Oh, these are, Michelle Lund. Thank you, Michelle.
Jeffrey Baker. Jeffrey and Lori Baker. Thank you. Lawrence Perfetti. Eric
Ooh.
Frank and Karen Frank.
I think they just figured out the chat button.
Well, better late than never.
All right, Larry. Thanks so much, Larry. Eric and Karen Frank, thank you very much. Anyone else? Okay, we're going once. We're going twice. And now we're going to go to the solo of love.
Okay, and here we have, lastly, our Solo of Love song sponsorship for just $250. $250. You can sponsor a child who's requested their very own song of love. $250.
Alex Forbes, thank you. Josh Gilbert, thank you.
Josh
And,
Gilbert, you're the man. Rachel
Brett
Fox.
Fox. Come on, everybody on here could sponsor one song, or at least hopefully most people or a lot of people, one song, and you still get the USB. Tony Carrion, thank you. And we got Jordana and Ricky Gilbert. Arslan Akhtar, Brett Fox, Josh Gilbert, the Sharfstein. Thank you. David and Holly Brabiner. I think we hit the sweet spot.
How about that?
Marnie and Mike Barone.
There you go.
Karen and Steve Presley. Thank you so much. Anyone else?
John, I tried to do it, so put me down also.
Oh, you're awesome. You're
Okay.
awesome. You've already done a lot for us, but hey, we'll take it.
There you go. Honest got me out there.
The Baltimore family, thank you. Thank you so much. They're the best. Maddie Max and Bradley Margulies. Yeah, Maddie and Bradley. Shayna McMahon. Awesome.
You did hit the sweet spot here, John. Good job.
We got the Fessler family. Oh man, the Fessler family. That's belonging to Jerry Fessler, our dear person who was featured in the video.
Yep. I saw
Faith
it.
Lerner. Thank you, Faith.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Kathy and Larry Goldman. Wonderful.
Rolling in now. Thank you, everybody, for your generosity.
Wow. The
I King family?
I King family. That's Shelley Goldman. Thank you so much. All right. Anybody else? We're going once. Oh, the Berger family. The Dunyer family. Thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Fred Cuba and Mangano. Fred Cuba Mangano. That's a wonderful law firm. Edwards family, 4 songs. Okay. That's awesome. They did a quartet. Wow, I think maybe they needed a little time to learn the Italian.
It worked out in the end, right, John? It all kicked in here.
All right, anybody else? We're going once. We're going twice.
Okay.
And thanks again to everyone, and we're going to move on.
Beautiful, beautiful. That was great, everyone. Tremendous job. Appreciate everybody's generosity, thoughtfulness, and donations for a great cause. Thanks to everyone who pledged to donate to this amazing cause. And now we're going to bring on the person you've all been waiting for. He's best known as the creator and star of the 11-season HBO comedy Curb Your Enthusiasm, as well as the co-creator, head writer, executive producer of Seinfeld. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest Jets fan there is, Mr. Larry David. Larry, how are you?
Adam, what a mensch you are. I can't even believe this.
No, it is my pleasure to be with you here tonight, Larry.
Alive? Are your parents alive?
My parents are still alive.
You must be so proud of you.
Sometimes, Larry, sometimes.
You work on ESPN and what you're doing here. You know, my mother, she would always go, Larry, Larry, do they think you're doing a good job? Do they tell you when Seinfeld was #1 in the country? Larry, what did they say? Did they think you're doing well? What did they tell you? Did they compliment you? You know.
Larry, you've done well. You've done well. Your parents should be very proud. Are they alive?
No, they're not. No.
Well, we are all very proud of you.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're doing better than the New York Jets. We can say that, right?
Am I?
Well, you tell me. I hope you are.
I mean, that's Adam, what a somebody asked me at the beginning of the year, how do you think they're going to do? I said, I think 7 wins is not out of the question.
And now?
Then right before the season, I changed it to 5.
And now?
Now I'm flirting with 3. You know.
Well, it'll be a fun April for you again, I guess, with the NFL draft in that month.
Yeah, I just, you know, after that New England game, you could see that they got very conservative with Wilson in last week. And I'd rather him throw the 4 interceptions, at least let him play and not be a game manager. Don't turn him into a game manager.
But Larry, you don't want to ruin him before he has a chance to turn into the great quarterback that he can become.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin him.
No.
I don't know. Can you actually ruin someone?
There have been a lot of quarterbacks who've been ruined. Yeah.
Who's been ruined? Who?
Tim Couch, David Carr. We could go on and on with all the former.
Have they been ruined, or maybe they just weren't good enough? How do we know? If they were good enough, another team would have picked them up, and you know they would have. Oh, what? They were so shell shocked from rushed all the time and tackled and sacked that they couldn't play anymore. I don't think so.
The only thing I can tell you, Larry, it'd be like an actor getting his chance or her chance before they were ready, getting thrust into the spotlight and being so scarred from that experience that they could never, ever go on to greatness again in another performance.
Get out of here. Sorry.
All right.
Don't compare acting with football.
Okay, you got it. Okay, listen, Larry.
A lot harder, yeah.
We want to be considerate of your time. You are very generous to give us your time this evening. So I'm going to move the program along for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to thank you very much in advance. We've got 6 winning bidders of the pretty amazing sponsorship auction waiting to ask you their question. You all ready, Larry?
Oh, okay, Groucho. All right, what's the question?
Okay, first up, I'd like to bring on Mr. Lee Cooperman. Lee, before you ask your question, take 1 minute, and both you and Larry smile for the camera so we can take your pictures.
I always smile when I listen to Larry. Now, Adam, I have to tell you something.
Yeah.
You're an enthusiastic watcher of Curb Your Enthusiasm. You know Larry's mother was buried in the Gentile cemetery with a rose tattoo and a tush. He came back to New York on a business trip, and he exhumed the body to move her.
Well,
I-
my
I
wife,
told you
my
that
wife would
episode-
definitely know that. My wife would definitely know that, Larry.
You're talking to a guy that watches all the episodes.
So
that
your
you-
wife watches and not you. Is that it?
I
Alan?
watch, but not as religiously and fervently as she does.
A lot of times people come up to me and they'll go, my husband loves your show.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, so
You don't?
what? You don't? Yeah. Why even tell me that? You don't need to tell me that.
Larry, I have great admiration and respect, and I've watched plenty of your shows, but I haven't committed them to memory like my wife has. That's all.
And four, got it. I was just,
Or
Well,
like he
anyway, I
has.
was supposed to ask a question, but I wanted to say before I ask you the question, I want you to know that I did you a favor. Let me explain the background. I'm very good
Please,
friends with your
please, I have a
former.
feeling this is going to take some time, but go ahead. Yeah.
I'm a very good friend of your former pledge master, Steve Peccatillo. And when you came to
Well, I don't think you'd like it if his name was referred to as Peccatello.
Pocatello. When you came to Mountain Ridge to play golf with Steve, you used my locker. And given your fame, I'm thinking about auctioning off my locker for a big premium. I think I can put-
It's great memories of changing my underwear in front of your locker.
Anyway, I think I know the answer, but are you a kvetch in real life like you are on the show?
Okay, first of all, I don't consider myself a kvetch on the show. Yes, there are times I do complain. I'm just being honest. I'm very honest on the show. And you know, if people didn't complain in comedies, there wouldn't be any humor. You've never seen a comedy where people are going, "Oh, it's such a beautiful day." There's not much fun and positivity. There's not much humor. So you have to be kind of negative and complain. Otherwise, you don't have a show.
You have a great show, you have a great talent, and I'm very pleased to be able to participate in this program with you. You're doing a real mitzvah for a wonderful organization. I'm a
Hey,
big supporter.
hey, Lee, can you turn to the right a little bit so we can see your face?
Left to right, left to right. Hold
Yeah,
on.
look, yeah, now you're looking at the camera. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not into technology. I'm a Luddite.
No, just turn to the right a little. We want to take a little photo.
There
There you go.
There
I'm
you
not
go,
that
Lee.
good looking. I'm not that good looking.
All right,
Wow.
awesome.
Okay,
All
very
right.
good. But thank you, Larry, for your comments. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Cooperman.
Great question, Mr. Cooperman. Excellent. We appreciate that. And next up, we have my cousins, Larry, the Gilbert family. Hi, Gilbert family. Everyone look at the camera and smile and give me your question or give Larry your question. That's up next.
1 second. We are running into an issue. There are actually 4 Annie and Jay Gilberts right now. So will the real Annie and Jay Gilbert raise your hand?
I hope they've all donated.
There we go.
I don't see him.
Coming up. It's coming on.
Okay.
A little technical difficulty.
My mom just raised her hand.
Hey!
They're the lovely Gilberts.
Love you.
Hello there, cousin
Hi,
Alan.
Larry.
John.
Hi.
I love my cousin.
Larry, thank you for making me laugh for the last 30 years. Nobody. And my son would like to ask you a question. I'd like you to know, Larry, that you made my childhood friend, who I sat next to at his bar mitzvah, Jerry Seinfeld, very famous. So thank you for that.
Yeah, well, he made me famous, so. Yeah.
Kudos to you, brother. My son Josh would like to ask you a very
By the
special.
way, he was famous before the show, so.
Well, stick.
Yeah. I helped him make a little more money, I think, but yeah.
Can't argue that with you one bit, man. Thanks for all the laughs.
All right, so Larry, Seinfeld and Curb are both very successful shows with a lot of characters and cameos. My personal favorite character or cameo is definitely Crazy Eye Killer.
Yeah. Mhm.
I wanted to know, who would you say your favorite character or cameo is on Seinfeld and Curb?
Oh, let's see. That's a good question.
It is.
Well, on Seinfeld, I loved the Johnny Cochran character, played by Phil Morris. Jerry Stiller was a great character. Jerry had this way of talking. It had this halting delivery delivery, and people didn't realize that the reason he talked like that was because he was trying to remember his lines. So he'd go, "It's as though," blurt something out. Yeah. You know, there were tons of great characters. I love Newman, and of course the cast. I mean, you know, there was this character, Lawrence Tierney, who appeared in the season 2, and he was frightening. He was a frightening man. He played Elaine's father. And one night, it was a Saturday night, Jerry and I were in the office late, like at 10 o'clock writing. And we hear this noise coming from downstairs, and we hear somebody yelling, and, you know, we freaked out. And it was Lawrence Tierney entering the building, drunk. And he came into the office, a little scary. Because in his career in movies, he played bad guys. He was actually in, I think he was in Reservoir Dogs too.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cousin Gilberts, thank you very much for the question.
Thank
Truly
you.
appreciate it. Nice to see you all.
Thanks, Gilbert.
Thank you. Thank you, Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
Kisses. Thanks, cuz.
All right. Okay. Now we're going to bring up Ed and Donna Serlin. Hi, Ed and Donna. If you want to take a moment and smile for the camera and ask Larry your question.
Hey.
Oh, there they are. Okay, Ed and Donna.
Hey, hold on. We're actually having a family dinner here.
Oh, how nice. I love it.
Hello.
Take what, delivery?
And sorry, but
delivery?
No, we actually had to pick it up. They wouldn't deliver.
Oh, okay. So you didn't cook. Okay.
I mean, is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
No, you called it a family dinner, leading to think that you actually made it, but all right. It's okay.
Very interesting points of view, Larry.
Okay.
Actually, David, I mean, Larry, we told our family to come over and we said we were having dinner with Larry David. So we are having dinner with Larry David for at least these few minutes. So we appreciate that. We've been involved with Songs of Love for 20 years. It's an amazing organization, and kudos to John Belzer. And I just want to thank you for supporting this year and coming on and your support, because it's really means so much, as you know. So David, our question is, what has it been like having 2 first names?
By the way, you called me David again. That's very, very familiar, you know. Call a person by their last name. You really have to know them for a while. I'm going to let it slide. Okay. In the future, if you want to use David, I prefer a Mr. in front. I'm sorry. What was the question?
I mean, silly. That was my husband's question. What's it feel like to have 2 first names?
It feels very similar to having a first name and a last name that's a real last name. It's nothing that I've ever given any thought to. When I was in school, the first day of class, they would do the roll call, and they would go, roll call, that's an Army term. They would read the list of people in the class, and they'd go, David, Larry, and I'd have to go, no, or Larry David, you know. So other than those corrections in public school, I haven't longed for a real last name. I wonder what it'll be like to have 2 last names instead of 2.
There you go, right? All right, Ed and Donna, we appreciate the question.
Moskowitz, Rabinowitz. Yeah, that would be
an Thank you, Larry.
Ed and Donna, enjoy your dinner. Thank you very much. And now we have Eric Ditton. Eric, again, like everybody else, you got to smile for the camera and ask Larry a question.
Hi, Eric.
All right. Well, right off the bat, are you still master of your domain?
Still master of my domain after all these years.
All right. First of all, this is the love of my life, Lori D. And we are just huge fans. Thanks for all the years of joy and laughter that you have brought into our home. And thanks for donating your time to Songs of Love.
You're very welcome. A new season starts October 24th, by the way. I might as well say that, right?
Can't wait. Can't wait. We have not been sleeping. We're just sitting in front of the TV waiting.
It's not far off. Yeah.
I know, and I'm getting tired, so bring it on.
Okay.
Now, what is your all-time favorite episode of Seinfeld and your all-time favorite episode of Curb, and why?
My all-time favorite episode of Seinfeld would probably be, it's very close between the contest and the puffy shirt and maybe the Keith Hernandez episode. Those three I think stand out to me.
Yeah.
Puffy shirt, I remember having dinner with another, with a couple, and the woman was talking to me at the dinner. And I kept kind of leaning in, and at first I said, "I'm sorry, I can't hear you," and she got a little out of it, and then she went back to me. And for the rest of the dinner, I kept nodding and nodding, and I realized that I may have agreed to something that I didn't even know what she was talking about, and then I've always been fascinated. I had a shirt that was kind of puffy. I've always been fascinated by the pirate look, the pirate movies with those big puffy flowery shirts, and I thought it might be funny to agree to wear that puffy shirt on a television show. But anyway, it kind of captured the essence of my what I feel is my sense of humor. So I really have a soft spot in my heart for that show. And the contest, of course, that came about from a real contest I participated in. And
no.
Yeah, so yeah, those two probably.
I call the contest the greatest half hour of comedy in the history of television.
Oh, wow. Wow, is that what you call it? That's what he calls it.
Do I call it that?
This man calls it that.
I do.
And for Curb, my favorite shows probably, there's a few. I love the doll episode where I cut the doll's hair. The ski lift.
Yes, ski lift is great.
Well, I loved, and also I love the Palestinian chicken episode.
Great. What about the hooker? What about the hooker in the hub lane?
Another episode I really love was the show with Bill Buckner, who caught a baby that was thrown out of a window at the end of the show.
Right.
Of course,
pretty good.
The first draft, I had him drop the baby, but.
Hey, Eric, thank you very much for the question. Really do appreciate it.
Eric, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
All right, now we have Lowell Frey. Lowell, if you want to smile for the camera and ask Larry your question, please go right ahead. Is Lowell here?
Hey, he's coming on soon. I see his name.
Yep.
All right, Lowell's not there. Let's pack it up.
Hey, Larry.
Lowell.
Hey.
This better be good, Lowell. You have a lot.
Hey, Larry. Thanks so much. Hey, thanks so much for supporting Songs of Love. First off, I really want to give a big shout out to my son-in-law, Aaron Brandt, because it was really we were sitting around one weekend and brainstorming, like, what are we going to ask Larry? And it was Aaron who really came up with the question. And he said,
not a good question. You can blame him. I got it.
There you go. Yeah, I'm deferring. So we wanted to know, what's your perfect day?
Oh, wow.
The perfect day is waking up in the morning, checking my phone and seeing that every appointment that I had was canceled. That would be my perfect day. Also, not injuring myself in any way. And maybe having a hot dog,
The simple pleasures.
Yeah, simple. Yeah. But definitely having all appointments canceled. Yeah.
Well, then we really appreciate you being here with us tonight.
Oh, well, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Lo. Appreciate that very, very much. And now, Larry, we have our Songs of Love founder, John Belzer, asking the last question of the evening on behalf of Matthew and Yildiz Ferry.
Okay.
Larry,
John.
I can't believe that you decided to do this. It's like surreal, man, because you're like,
you're a very persuasive man, and you loaded up my guilt scale so much that I had you broke the guilt scale. You know, like in Coney Island with the hammer, you hit the bell. You hit my guilt bell.
did my cancer card email convince you? Well, I just want to say that your distinct brand of humor, I call it like the Beatles of comedy. You're just like so right on point, man. Yeah, I just love your way, and you crack me up, man.
Well,
So yeah, and you're just totally amazing, and I thank you so much for doing this. I still think you're an algorithmic program, that it's not really you.
If only that were the case. Yeah.
So I have to ask a question that on behalf of you know, a nice donor who couldn't be here, so I'm going to ask it on their behalf. So at your high school reunion, who would you seek out and who would you avoid?
Well, I only had 4 friends in high school, so I would probably seek them out, and I would avoid everybody else. Actually, I don't think I'll be going to any. Yeah. This is quite a hypothetical because I'm not going to my high school reunion.
There you go. I just want to say one more thing. You're when you act with Leon, man, that's one of the funny, and also the ski lift episode is one of my favorites too.
Yeah,
and your timing on that when you're on the ski lift, and you were just brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you for noticing.
Yes, I noticed it all. The edible underwear and everything. Thank you. Thank you for everything, Larry.
You're very welcome.
Larry, I guess I could say on behalf of John and everybody on the call tonight, how much we appreciate your time. You could see how much everybody loves, respects, appreciates you, and thanks you for all that you've provided for everybody in terms of entertainment. See that, Larry?
Well, that's very nice. That would make a normal person feel good.
Well, I'm sorry we can't do that. Listen, you should feel we are thrilled to have you, and hopefully that made you feel a little bit good, because you definitely made everybody's night, and we hope you enjoyed it. And before you go, any final words for everybody on the call here?
Final words. Well, it's a great organization. You guys are doing great work, and I admire and respect you for doing it, and keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Larry.
Larry, thank you again for your time. Appreciate it. Hopefully I get the chance to meet one day in person. Go Jets. Right, there we go. All right, well, I hope everybody enjoyed that. That was a real treat getting to speak to the legend himself, Larry David. And now it's time for us to announce the 4 grand prize winners of the raffle ticket contest. We've already announced the other winners in a Facebook Live that took place earlier, and all the winners will be contacted over the next few days. So let's see who the winners are. For the 4th grand prize, the winner of the Clyde Dunier, am I saying that correctly? I'm not classy enough. Dunier, 14K white, gold, and diamond necklace, Joel Rovner. Do we get that right, John?
Yeah, Joel Rovner, I think it's Dunier.
Okay, well, there we go. Joel Rovner just won a Clyde Dunier 14K white, gold, and diamond necklace. For the third grand prize, the winner of the Bulova automatic men's watch, Edward Regan. Regan?
Either or, I guess Regan. Reagan, you know.
I think it might be Regan. Whatever it is, we think it's Regan or Reagan. So he's the 3rd place winner. For the 2nd grand prize, the winner of the Songs of Love 50th anniversary of Woodstock benefit concert poster and guitar, signed by many incredible artists, including Grammy-nominated artist Joan Osborne, Prachika Gosain. And I hope I got that right. I don't know that I did. But Prachika Gosain just won the 3rd prize. And
Nice.
now are you ready? The winner of the first grand prize, a brand new Samsung 75-inch Crystal UHD 4K TV, is Matthew and Yildiz Ferry.
Yay.
Good job. So congratulations to all the winners here tonight. You'll be contacted shortly to coordinate where to send your prizes. And then again, before we end this amazing evening, and I do mean it's amazing, and we appreciate everybody's generosity, we've got one more special appearance. He's best known for playing Bob on Sesame Street for over 45 years. He has a special message and performance for everyone here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob McGrath.
Hi, everybody. Bob McGrath here. Great to see you all supporting this wonderful organization, Songs of Love. I've had the honor to work with them for over 15 years and have seen how happy kids can get when they hear a song written just for them. Now I'd like to share with you one of my all-time favorite songs performed with the U.S. Marine Band. I hope you enjoy it. Say hi, Kermit. And then as I was just walking away, he said, I'd really appreciate if you could sing it just like me. And I said, well, Kermit, nobody can sing like you, but he gave me a little froggy voice lesson just for a moment. And if you were here, it might sound a little something like this. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? I said, Kermit, it's very simple, you see. Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. Well, I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Well, who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of it and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? That voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something I guess I'm supposed to be. Where did they get that one? Someday we'll find the rainbow connection. the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da da dee da da do. La da 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 dee da do.
That was beautiful, huh?
Wow.
Outstanding. Outstanding. John, any final words tonight before we sign off, and anything you want to say to the Zoom audience we have assembled here this evening?
Well, first, I want to thank you. You did an amazing job. You really enhanced our event. And I want to thank everybody for attending. This is a group effort. We could not have made it this far without everybody who is watching now, who has attended. Just want to say that I'm grateful to all of you. I love all of you. And here's to another 25, 50 years, 100 years and beyond. So thank you very much, everyone. And of course, thanks again to, Larry and Leon Cooperman and Michelle and everybody else. So thank you, everybody. And have an amazing night. And hope to see you again soon and at our next event.
Well, great job, John. Great job, Honest. Great job, all the sponsors, donors. Great job by everybody who attended. Truly thank you. And it was a special night. Can't thank all of you enough for your support for the Songs of Love Foundation. We hope you all enjoyed tonight just as much as we have. And with that, we hope you join us again at another amazing event. With that, we'll sign off for now. Thank you again to everybody. Be well and stay safe.